That's our first game of the day, and I know everybody's ready and rearing to go. And actually, we're straight into the action. Straight away, we're into the pistol round, and we've already had a little bit of damage dealt. Some players gone down already on the Endpoint side, and they're really struggling already to get back into this B bomb site.
Oh yeah, especially as Kiss is going to be able to open up that round onto Robin, and looks like the B site borderline destroyed. Say looking to finish out the round, but it's going to be Direct who closed it out onto Mighty Max. First round going to the way of the T's. As we joined a little bit late, but that's all good. We see that S Gaming, they're coming out of the gate storming.
I'm just checking. This is not something on my end. Do you have game sound?
Not at all.
Okay, cool.
None. But that's fine. We'll go with it.
Yeah, just for the viewers at home, we are running off a clean feed, so I think our audio guys will be getting on that in a moment. So we can always mouth and sound the gun noises if you so please.
Bang, bang.
But yeah, that's a disaster.
That's all you're getting from me. We're not getting any further into that one.
I've already had enough complaints from my neighbors. All right, but S Gaming taking the pistol. We sort of looked at the vetoes. We were talking about a bit in the pregame, but just kind of off cam. This is a worrying map pool for S Gaming, so getting off to a good start is a good sign already.
Yeah, definitely. The three maps you are going to be seeing, Vertigo, of course, the one we're on right now, Train, and then followed by Overpass. We go to our third map. Vertigo, of course, as many people who have been following Endpoint know, is one of their pocket maps. They know how to come alive on this map, and my mind might be wrong on this one, but I don't know if we've seen them play too many matches on the new changes of Vertigo. The first couple of frags going to the way of the T side right now.
Yeah, so far so good. Dealing with the force buy of Endpoint rather well. The spam onto Surreal as well. S Gaming have firm control of the B-bomb site, and Max is nowhere to be seen. Over at A is where he was destined to be. And unfortunately, maybe that he's destined for no frags as well. This is, I think we've seen, we did get to see them play, of course, the ESL UK Prem Finals. We saw them as well in the playoff stages for that. So they've had a couple of games, albeit against UK opposition, where Endpoint were clear favorites in all of those matchups. So maybe not the best indication of how comfortable they are on the new changes, but at the very least, they have a few games to sort of tout a bit of knowledge from.
Yeah. From an S Gaming perspective, same can't be really said. Couldn't find any statistics for a Vertigo pickup from themselves relatively recently. Not doing too bad on maps like Mirage, Train, Overpass. One of the maps that we are potentially going to be seeing in a little bit later. Not one of their strongest ones. 16-5 last time they played on that. Now, of course, this is a relatively newer lineup from them as well. The last event they were kind of in before the qualifiers of this was Road to Rio, where they did kind of get stomped after they moved from the initial qualifiers 0-2 to Spirit, and then 2-1 against Pro 100. But like I said, there is only a single player from that lineup now continuing forward. So those stats can't really carry over here. Every single player on this team is going to have something new to bring to the table. But round number 3, after 2 rounds going to the way of S Gaming, Endpoint, they're trying to be sneaky. Robin going to be holding quite close on the stairs. He does have a Zeus available as well, but it looks like DeRay's kind of expecting it. They've been doing their research. They know what sort of angles these guys play, but the backup there from Surreal on the crossfire takes down DeRay. Only Robin remaining now. I'm not too sure. They recognise he's still holding this angle. Looks for damage. Isn't going to be able to find it because he's going to be able to spray him down with that AK. And recovers the second AK as well. Doesn't want anything falling into the hands of the CT side right now.
Yeah, and Fame's already pushed very deep in towards CT spawn, so he can flank out A, he can prevent rotates back towards this B-bomb site. In fact, just finding a follow-up frag on Mighty Max does secure a lot of the rotationary angles for Endpoint, so this B-bomb site is very much open for business. Crucial left with just a USP and a grenade. It is a bit of a shame we don't get to see players like Artist that were on this S Gaming lineup before. I know when I'd seen previous matchups or seen S Gaming in the 1 or 2 odd games, Artist was one that did seem to stand out, but didn't quite make the transference to this new lineup, unfortunately.
It's when I was looking over the original roster, it was definitely a name that kind of stood out to me, and I'm not too sure if he's been in any other rosters or if there's a pro with a similar sort of name, but like he definitely rung some bells. So I feel like yeah, like you mentioned, definitely unfortunate that he hasn't carried over. But 3 rounds in, S Gaming's new lineup is looking like it's working out.
All right, if we don't get game sound for one more round, I'm about to start making gun noises, and
Oh no,
I don't think
nobody wants that.
I don't think anybody's quite ready for it.
How would you do the USPS?
Pew.
Pew.
Yeah, like
it's more like a.
It's like a laser, man.
It's like a brilliant. It's more the org. I mean, the org a few years back, but
yeah. Well, we'll get to see if Endpoint do now bounce back with the rifles picked up. We've got Crucial on the AWP. We've seen a couple of aggressive plays already over towards B. We know for a fact that Robin and Surreal, that dynamic duo, love to get aggressive, and Crucial's already found the first kill. Senator dealt with and spotting out the AWP, but they've lost a couple of players in what feels like an instant. S-Game just going for a default play just to get some information, and they're already a couple of men down.
Maybe this is all part of the play. Maybe it was lose the first 3 rounds, recognize how S Gaming play on some of these full buy rounds, and then commit further when we have the money. There's 5 players surviving right now for Endpoint on the first full buy round of the game. Now in a 5 versus 2, Cyril's the only one who's taken any damage whatsoever, but he's picked up 2 frags for his troubles. Money Max does reveal his position, but Fame trades some bullets back. Nade's going to be deployed, but no damage been found as of yet. A minute remaining on the clock. Say holding that pixel angle, isn't able to find that first shot. Onto the AWP Crucial. He's looking to be able to pick up just a little bit more. Ooh, spots out one more, but Robin's going to be the one that falls to the hands of the AWP. Fame picks up Mighty Max. He wide peaks the angle. Crucial holding quite tight. With that AWP picks up one more. And now in a 3 versus 1 with Kasei down to 11 HP. Not looking winnable.
Yeah, and Thomas secures the round for Endpoint. A couple of good opening picks for them really cascaded out of control. It suddenly felt like S Gaming had no control of the B side of or that sort of B stairs portion, and had to worry about their flank. All the meanwhile, Endpoint are still continuing to take fights. We saw Surreal get 2 kills at the start of that round, and unfortunately, S Gaming weren't quite able to recover. A couple of missed shots from Kisei as well could have definitely changed things around had he been able to convert those, but
it definitely would have opened up the site a little bit more, and I feel like that was just part of the issue. Losing those players quite early on really didn't help out, but not being able to find anything off the back of that really hindered them in that round. So you can see that S Gaming, they're not going to go aggressive like they have done time and time again. Refire going to take a little bit of damage quite early on, down to just sub 40. For the time being, no real engagements. Fame looking to boost on top of his teammate to spot out Robin, but Robin's going to be able to pick up that first frag. DeRay trades one back. Side of mid. I'm looking for a soundboard. I'm seeing if I can find some weapon soundboards for CS.
No. We do everything off the cuff here. Don't bring none of that newfangled technology into my stream. Well, still slow approach here from S Gaming. Still trying to work around the map. Oh, the AWP of Crucial. He's been finding a lot of impact in these rounds. Just 1 kill in each of them thus far since he's been able to get his hands on that rifle, and it's causing a lot of disruption in the S Gaming side. B open for business, but Thomas has at least dealt with a couple of players going into the bomb site. DeRay trying to get this bomb planted so that they can set up in these post plants, but Crucial is above them. The Molotov does give a bit of information away, but Kisei right underneath doesn't get the kill. DeRay's trying his best to convert the spray transfer, and he doesn't succeed. Endpoint, it's a scrappy round at that. Some opportunities for S Gaming, but still an Endpoint round.
Yeah, a lot of damage being dealt to the Endpoint guys. They made it hard for them, and I feel like Endpoint really do need to, even though they're winning rounds, right? They need to change up how they're playing. They're making this a little bit too close for what is one of their staple maps. They should be kind of running away with this just a little bit more. And maybe that's just, and what are your thoughts on this? Maybe just underestimating S Gaming a little bit?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, at the moment, Endpoint are still trying to get an idea of how S Gaming play. Of course, we have no information really about how they're going to play a map like this. And the same can be said for Endpoint. It's just about playing the setups that they're familiar with and hoping that the execution kind of follows. Only one round ahead at the moment for S Gaming. They are running out of funds, and Surreal, another kill over towards B. He's been consistent, at least getting one
every round, basically.
Yeah, and no trade back for S Gaming.
Nothing as of yet. A lot of util being deployed, but there's a gap in that smoke, and DeRay is looking to capitalize off the back of it. Smokes begin to dissipate, doesn't spot out Surreal, and Surreal uses it to his advantage. So significantly better on his side, actually. And while I don't want to give them too much credit for potentially lining that up in that way, they are able to use it to full effect. Thomas ready and waiting next to the spools, and now got on the hunt. Maybe spotted out the the shadow, but wasn't able to see anything there. Say does trade one back. Money Max falling back onto the side as he hears the movement up ramp, ready and waiting for this double peak now. With Rufire and Senator looking to take the fight, but it's Kisse on the back. Spots out Surreal, missed the first few bullets, and has to just run into the line of fire of Robin as he takes one more down. 3 versus 2. It's not looking great for S Gaming, only 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Senator at least trading one back does equalize the affair. We again get to see that aggressive angle and placements from the Endpoint guys, and by the Lady Judah, we have in-game sound.
I don't think chat's going to be too happy about that. They were liking our gun sounds.
You know, mixed bag. I saw one of these casters doing sort of comment. Anyway, still back into the retake. Robin prodding for some initial information. He's got his teammate behind him. Crucial still slow as he has to approach with the AWP, and so Robin has to be the forefront of this. Rufire up close behind the box, but Robin clears it. A quick shot to start things off. Senator down on 41 HP, has 2 players to find. The first easy enough on Robin, maybe the follow-up more difficult, but the smoke, it'll provide Crucial with enough coverage. He can't quite find the bomb. He taps it, hoping to bait him out of position. Senator almost falls to his demise, but Crucial doesn't have the angle, doesn't have the read, and cannot react fast enough, so Endpoint will concede another round. It's a 4th for S Gaming.
Yeah, nice round from them, and a really nice job there from Sonato just to hold off on the site. He didn't need to get aggressive. He just needed to hold the angle, heard the tap, reactionary flicks, just to scare them off. Did exactly what he needed to do. It's about to hold that B-bomb site. 4-2 right now. Very fragmented by 4 Endpoint, of course. Everyone's down on pistols, the exception of Crucial's AWP. And he is looking to go for that opening pick. Robin now aggressive into ladder room, takes down Fame, isn't able to recover the weapon as it drops down to his comrade. Robin still looking for more information, spots out one just towards upper T spawn. But there's an opportunity here for Endpoint with this now being a level playing field. Crucial still with the AWP. If he can pick up at least one more kill, at least in decent territory, so an AK can be recovered, wouldn't be particularly surprised if we see a 3rd round for Endpoint.
Yeah, and he's locking out a lot of the B side of the map as well. It's just about whether this flank sees success in Rufire. Crucial able to get one on DeRay, but they want this flank to bear fruit. They're waiting for Rufire to pull the trigger. He spots Crucial in transition, and although it's a bit of a messy one, he gets 2 for his troubles, so that does open up this B-bomb site. Unfortunately, Crucial's behind wasn't covered, and so Endpoint, what glimmer of hope they had in the round, did rely on them not going for that one gap in the defenses, and it was thoroughly exploited by the sole survivor of the S Gaming lineup shift.
I feel like Robin has done pretty well here to recognise, okay, this round is borderline lost, but got a P250, I picked up a frag, and now I've got the AK. Saving this, being able to take that through to the next round, 100% secures a full buy for Endpoint in the next round. So they're going to have a little bit more powerful weaponry moving forwards. I don't think we're going to see an AWP pick up, but it's definitely possible for Crucial. He is going to have the money.
Yeah, I've got to say, already with 5 rounds, coming into this matchup, of course, we don't know too much about S Gaming. 5 rounds on the T side, I'm already a little bit impressed that S Gaming have been able to get that much together. We know Endpoint do play Vertigo fairly often, and it is a stronger map pick for them. So getting off to a strong start and applying a lot of pressure for Endpoint to try and recoil back from that is already a good sign for the matchup to follow. Even if they don't win this map in its entirety, it'll definitely shake things up moving into other maps in the series.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question that Endpoint didn't expect this sort of early aggression from S Gaming. Well, as we speak about early aggression, we see Crucial just sprinting all the way down ramp and able to take down one in the form of Sonato. If anything could really get started there. Nade a lot of damage onto Rootfire and onto Fame there. They've lined that up perfectly. Thomas ready and waiting for this boost. But he's just a little bit unsure of where they're going to be. He wide peeks. He takes down one in the form of Kisei. That is going to be the bomb taken down. Robin picks up Fame. And now, the AWP going to be recovered by DeRay. Is he going to be able to find anything here? Robin down to 3 HP from that nade.
There's a couple players holding mid now for the Endpoint side. Thomas around the edge of the smoke. Rootfire not able to come out ahead in that duel, and Thomas doubles down. 3 kills for him in the round. He started off on the boost and ends it on the ground. Endpoint now with 3 rounds to their name, and not a lot of cash in reserve for S Gaming to buy back into this. They are still going to go for it, however. A couple of AKs and Deagles to accompany them.
Yes, the deco buy-up on 3. Got full armor on a strong majority of the squad as well. We're seeing quite an aggressive play from them as... Oh, not actually. Sonato is just waiting for someone to get a little bit too aggressive right now. It could be Mighty Max. He's holding by sandbags. But he is just trying to find some form of information. Smoke's blocking off any form of real push right now, just at the end of the bridge. The foot of ramp. These 3 players stacked up. Minimal damage going to be dealt by that grenade. It is still going to force them off of being as aggressive as they were going to be in this round. 1:13 on the clock. Still a lot of time to play with. Money Max had the smoke dissipate. Spots out 1. Spots out 2, actually. Spots out tons. Molotov going to go down, and I wouldn't be surprised if still a lot of damage, but it forced them all back. The spray from Money Max still damage to 4, but it isn't going to be able to turn around to any frags. 4 versus 5 now with the man advantage going to the way of S Gaming. Thomas looking for one more here. He is going to be able to pick one up. Lines up a couple more. Takes down off. Oh, you fire, but he isn't going to be able to do much else. At least the T side aren't. There's 3 kills to his name so far. A single man completely destroying any form of opportunity for S Gaming right now.
Ooh, the spam through the sandbags. Didn't even know you could quite line that one up, but he knew Thomas was low. He finished off the frag.
It was just through the pallet that they were standing on, because the sandbags aren't wallbang anymore.
And that little piece of wood does compromise the position, but Crucial able to react in time, deal with Senator. Not quite able to adjust for the follow-up on DeRay, but it's Robin that finishes off the kills. A great hold from Endpoint. So far, we've seen a lot of great reactionary flashbangs on that A ramp push. We saw a couple of opportunities for both Max and Thomas to get a series of frags, and although Thomas was the only one that was actually able to convert, it's a good little protocol that they have set up over towards A. We haven't seen that same level of cohesion towards the B side of the map, given how aggressively these B side defenders have been playing, but maybe that's to come. Of course, with S Gaming now on an eco round, there's a lot of frags coming their way.
A lot of frags, a lot of utility, everything going their way right now. It looks like they are able to take down Robin, but look at the damage from Thomas.
Yep.
4 kills in the space of milliseconds. S Gaming didn't have a chance, and realistically, they didn't expect to, right? They picked up a single frag. They can be happy that they're taking a little bit more money through, but it was Glocks on 5. It was a rush down mid. It was the standard, let's get this round over and done with as soon as we can. Full buy for S Gaming now, with Kisei going to be picking up the AWP. Surreal looking to pick him off before he can get anything started right now, but he's not going to find him as of yet.
And now they've got the double AWP set up as well. Surreal's posted up on B, and Crucial still trying to make a nuisance over on the A side of things. With Mighty Max now tucked into the corner, they can rotate away. Surreal opens things up with that secondary AWP, and Fame's hit the deck already. Even repositioning up high, he finds DeRay around the railing. Surreal loves that position around those railings. We see him play it fairly often, so he knows exactly where to line it up. If it's a weapon in your arsenal, you need to know how to defend against it. And Endpoint, so far, A flawless defense. Individual picks galore. S Gaming trying to scramble something together because Mighty Max, he's still jump spotting and he spotted at least one of these players out. Meanwhile, Rufar explores other avenues on the map and dealing with Robin. He can switch out to the AWP. He has options. There's still a whole lot of Endpoint left to defend these sites.
There, as Thomas is going to stop one of those options from coming to any form of fruition. Surreal still holding on the B site like a totem pole. Didn't move the entire round. Just held on the B site. That was his to defend as a solo player. And he did it well, taking down 3. The odds aren't in S Gaming's favour.
No, yeah, that... You basically get nothing if you went with Endpoint.
One for one.
Of course, guys, that's over at unicorn.com. If you bet daily on Star Ladder games, Hellcase Cup, I think, included, you get a $10 free bonus. So, ooh, you know, just if that
Who doesn't love
interests
free
you.
money? People love free money.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. Sonato, he's got aggressive. He recognises that Mighty Max keeps jump peeking that angle, and he almost caught him off guard there. A lot of movement onto the B site right now, and oh, this boost. I like this. It's forced 2 players up. Crucial's going to die on the other side of the map. Surreal has no idea they're dead. Does just miss the opening pick. Well, actually, no, he doesn't. He tags one of them, but only in the leg. Derai's going to fall at the hands of Robin. Surreal picks up a second. And Mighty Max.
Peekaboo.
Millimeters away. He didn't see him. Look to your left, man. You're on top of each other. Ah, Mighty Max. He's got to be, well, happy he got the kill, but upset he didn't see him sooner.
That could have been disastrous. Would have loved to see a world in which they both just bypass each other and we get another instance where please stop playing 4-3. You see nothing.
Who was that on Overpass? It was North and I want to say Mouse Sports, like a year or 2 back, where they were just holding both on short and bumping literally into each other and not realizing why they couldn't move any further. And like they were there for like a solid 20 seconds, which is I was hoping we were gonna have another moment like that, but Endpoint in the lead right now with a 6-5, well, a 1-round advantage, 6-5 currently. Looking to make that a 2-round. Kasei, the only guy remaining with a deagle available. Damage already dealt to Robin, so could tickle him with this deagle and potentially take him down, but isn't able to hit either of the shots. The M4 comes out on top. 7th round for Endpoint. So finally start getting into the groove of things and taking a little bit more of a lead.
Yeah, it feels like Endpoint are certainly stabilizing now, especially now that they've got this double up setup. Surreal can be a bit of a nuisance over at B. Crucial has a few options available to him as well. He can always shift over to the B bomb side. I think Surreal just kind of compensates for whatever angle his teammates don't want to play. He's kind of always been that player. And fortunately for them, it does mean that he can be a bit dynamic, but he gets caught out. Fame jumping up on the railings, that's that angle that he likes to play so often. He gets caught out, and this B bomb site is significantly weaker. Robin fully flashed up. Fame is getting a lot of distance into this site, and he's continuing to trail and blaze a path for the S Gaming side. But the nade, Thomas still doing a lot of damage, even with this smoke covering the majority of the site. S Gaming are so low on HP. Max and Thomas just need to, like in the previous round, tickle their opposition.
The Molly lineups, these are perfect. You can just see that Endpoint clearly know a lot of this. Utility usage, locations all across the map. Thomas is going to be able to pick up one of those frags with that Molly. Recovers the AWP. Moves into round number 14. After they secure the half victory. It's 8-5 now.
Yep.
They just want to potentially move into double digits at this stage. Quick look at the stats. We can see Thomas and Surreal both into double digits personally when it comes down to frags. 12 frags for Thomas, 16 for Surreal. You can see he's really making a dent on that B hold with the AWP. We're going to be seeing something just a little bit different from S Gaming. The amount of util thrown early into this round is insane. No one can see everything. Everyone's blind. But it hasn't actually capitalized on anything. They've been able to get ramp control. Whoop-de-doo. You've still got to go through 3 or maybe 4 players defending on the B site. Thomas going to be going for this boost. Spots out to Ray. Isn't going to be able to pick up that frag, but the spray from Kisei and Senator takes down the 2 boosting players. And maybe this is a round for S Gaming.
The whole point of that wall becoming metal was supposed to be that you couldn't really spam through it effectively, but they still find great usage out of it. Suddenly, what feels like 30 seconds of a stalemate is broken into Crucial in a 1-on-4. And he has no idea where these S Gaming players are. He knew that they were ramp earlier on, but he's lost track of them. Roofire catches him off guard, gets his hands on a free AWP as well, and that didn't quite go the way that I thought it was, given how stagnant S Gaming were initially after throwing so many flashes over at A. Sure, it pushes them back and it prompts some CT side utility as well, but to find 2 kills straight through the wall is unprecedented.
It really rumbled Endpoint. I think there's no question about that. Just losing those 2 players who were kind of the holding players on the A site really did confuse them, and we're going to be seeing the same thing now from S Gaming, but this time Mighty Max isn't going to be scared of the util. Instead, he's going to run head first with the backup from Thomas's flashes. He is going to fall for his troubles, but now the setup's there. Thomas and Crucial going to be holding this crossfire right now. Crucial able to take down Fame. He gets a little bit too aggressive. DeRay hunting around, spots out the gun barrel of Thomas. Isn't able to connect any of the bullets, though. He's going to be safe. He's going to fight another day, but Crucial. God damn, man. Flick of the ages to be able to take out DeRay. The wall as well. Kisei looking to be able to return the favour, but nobody home so far. On a 4 versus 2, a 9th round is looking possible.
And that was an ungodly timing from Crucial as soon as he switched to the Molotov. Scalps him straight out. Kisei around the smoke just as it fades. Thomas taken down. The ult of Crucial is still in position. He's holding further back. And S Gaming can realistically peer on through. Kisei caught on the jump up. Roofire now the last man standing to bring a 7th round into the half. Not seeing too much success in scenarios like this, and Crucial will make sure that that remains a consistent feature. Endpoint finished the half 9-6. It was a good recovery considering how S Gaming came out the gates. Got off to a nice 5-round lead in the start of the half, but only getting 1 once Endpoint started to get that double up online.
It's gonna be really nice to see how Endpoint continue this momentum now, swapping it over to the T side. Obviously with the 3-round advantage right now, if they can move that into double digits, they can continue that momentum off the back of the pistol round. Depending on how they play this, they could seal S Gaming's fate quite early on. No pistol buy-ups. It's just going to be the basic armor across the board, with the exception of a little bit of utility spread out across the T players as well. Similar story. The S Gaming guys. DeRay has to fall back after just the barrage of bullets from Endpoint. Reign Supreme. No frags as of yet. The boosts now.
Oh, they're ready for it.
For both sides. He's lining them up, but Surreal's ready for it. Still going to be holding. DeRay looking for that opening pick. Isn't going to be able to find any form of damage, frags, you name it. But a lot of utility being deployed from Endpoint right now. The site completely covered in smoke. Bomb going to go down at the hands of Crucial. But now it's a 5 versus 5 retake situation for the CTs. Wait, my words. 5 versus 4. 4 versus 4. The trades keep coming.
Yeah, but S Gaming, they don't have a kit. Nobody on the side has bought a kit, so they have to go quickly. Surreal crunched them from both sides. He's the meat in the sandwich. Mighty Max trying to get some damage done, but Robin's left alone. He has 1 kill so far, needs to find 3 more to convert this round. The smoke, the defuse, they're going for, and DeRay rails Robin at the railing, recovers the kit. S Gaming actually able to get things done. I didn't see that one of the B bomb site players actually had a kit on him, but S Gaming, a lot smarter than I am.
I wouldn't go that far.
There's a reason I don't play competitive Counter-Strike. I'm like,
hey, that's my saying.
I'm looking at it on the right-hand side. I'm like, they have no kits, so there ain't no way. But they're
wait, what's that little diffuse kit icon?
Yeah.
What's that do?
Just a pair of scissors. Oh, not quite following in S Gaming's footsteps. They don't go for the force buy into the second round. Endpoint instead just going with the deagles, some upgraded pistols. Seeing if they can accomplish some damage. And Kisei is invested into the AWP very early on. If this is thrown out of the map, if it's dealt with early, that's a huge investment gone to waste.
Yeah, I think the play for S Gaming here is don't lose the AWP. Even if you win the round, like even if you're going to lose the round, just don't lose the AWP. Save it at all costs at this stage. But with that opening pick onto Mighty Max, it's not looking like they are going to fall into that fate. You fire quite up close and personal to be able to take down Crucial. Look for Surreal as well, but he comes out on top with a PC-50. Rearranged himself. DeRay ready and waiting for that peek. Hasn't spotted him out as of yet. The pillar's saving his life, but Surreal, oh, look at the cover. Does finally get spotted out, though, by Fame, and when he falls back, falls right into DeRay's crosshair. With only RU Fire falling in this round, it doesn't look like Thomas is going to be able to recover anything. Another frag, maybe. It looks like his best hopes an MP9 to take through to the next.
Yeah, like you said, the save the AWP, save the world is definitely on the books for S Gaming, so you can see how far Kisei is playing back with the AWP. Very recoverable had he gone down, and Thomas gets nothing for his little investigation of the A-bomb site. So, no pistol round, no real damage in the follow-up round either. It's AKs that will come out for the Endpoint side. They do get full utility alongside it, so we expect to see a bit more of what we saw from S Gaming, this sort of slower default, but a few more protocols thrown into the mix. We didn't quite get to see too many smoke executes from the S Gaming side on their T side, which shows a bit of an unfamiliarity with the map, but just a couple smokes like this, these sort of lurking presence that you can throw over towards the B side of things, you already see from Surreal, but Thomas has been dealt with at the start of the round.
He hasn't had he's had a relatively decent game so far, but not going to be able to add anything else to it in this round. Surreal still holding that same angle on the railing, and unfortunately, it looks like S Gaming have kind of got their number when they continue pushing B this way. Kisei's ready and waiting for it. They've got backup there from DeRay as well, just in case. The boost here, Crucial, not ready for it. As Fame and Senator able to spray him down before anything can really get started on the A site. We see some continued aggression now from Endpoint as they line up on the ramp, looking towards the A site. With 3 players remaining, need to get up in the face of this CT side. Senator holding, waiting for that smoke to dissipate. Spots out Surreal on the left shoulder peak and is going to be able to take him down. The trade from Mighty Max, but it might be too little, too late with only 39 seconds remaining on the clock.
The flank as well. Rufire is hot on their heels.
Yeah, he is.
Even if they get this bomb planted, Max seems to know that he was there. Robin actually spamming him through the tarp. A bit of noise made by Rufire on the flank. It's given up his position. This suddenly becomes winnable.
Oh my god!
It's gone huge in the round. A couple of frags found, but Mighty Max cannot convert on the last. It's Kisei that saves it for S Gaming. They tie things up at 9-9 apiece. But what an effort from Robin.
I was about to say, Endpoint, I feel like they can be happy with the opportunity they presented with that. They completely turned around on its head because they didn't expect to have to take that in a 1 versus 2, but he did. He stood up to the plate very, very well. Securing that leveling round, now 9-9. The economy for Endpoint, not where they want it to be this deep in, with quite a fragmented buy right now. Mac 10 for Thomas, and AK for Robin. And well, Deagle's on 2 with a Tech 9 on Mighty Max.
Yeah.
If this isn't going to be a rush onto A site round, I don't know what is.
Oh, Thomas leading.
Oh my god, he isn't stopping.
He is run so far up, they have no idea.
What?
Head taken clean off, no head armor, so the Mac 10 lethal, and Robin's found a kill as well. They have a numbers advantage now moving on to the site, and Senator, he's just hoping they don't have utility, they don't check him. He gets the first clean and easy, but Robin there for the trade. S Gaming do at least have Kisei on the site, but they've lost numbers far more drastically than they should have. And they're in a position that they wouldn't have expected given the buy. Max still just trying to get his hands on a gun, and he's closing the distance. Surreal takes Kisei's head off, and DeRay's trapped behind the smoke.
Come on, Duray, 1 versus 3. You got 12 kills your name so far. Why not make it 15? Well, there's your 13th. An easy one onto Robbins. He spots his legs through that smoke. With only Mighty Max with a weapon in this round and a defuse kit on Duray, this is actually winnable. Utility available with smoke and a Molotov. Trying to spot out Surreal as he peeks the angle, but nothing's seen as of yet. Oh, he peeks at just the wrong time. He's been spotted out. Duray trying to check every single angle possible. Wrong place for your util in this round, buddy. You spot out the Deagle. You don't spot out Mighty Max, though, as he sprays you right through the smoke and takes your head clean off. Repays the favour. A 10th round for Endpoint as they finally move into double digits.
I swear Thomas is playing a different version of Counter-Strike than everybody else. I can guarantee you I will try that exact same move and I'll just get shot because there's two people holding the smoke. But this man's brain, he's run the numbers. He's run every single possibility. He's used the time stone and he saw one scenario in which they win the round.
Dude, I love the X-Men.
All right, that's the wrong one. You know what,
that was the joke. That was the joke, don't worry.
Anyway, double digits secured by Endpoint. And the buy, not great for S Gaming. They've flipped sides in terms of the economic situation. Senator looking for a few more risks over at A. He is, by and large, very isolated towards Tart, but he almost catches Thomas off guard. Moving through the smoke, it's certainly unpredictable, but Thomas still comes out ahead. The numbers advantage not really being held by Endpoint, in spite of the weaponry.
Oh my god, Kisse could actually go huge here if they're not going to be expecting this angle. I don't think they do, but never mind. Thomas is there to stop down any form of real aggression. Fame dropped down to 16 HP. It's not looking great right now, but still has weaponry in the round. Can't really do much with it though, as he's blind completely for the last 10 seconds. Robin ready and waiting, an off angle here. Just holding on the edge, a single bullet could make him jiggle off the map, but he's safe for now. Damage dealt to both Duray and Fame. Fame is going to succumb to his injuries. The only person to frag in this round so far, but Duray now running for the hills. Deagle in hand and half armor. Doesn't want to give away anything else to Endpoint. 11th round to them. 2 AKs and an AWP moving forwards. A pretty decent round number 20 for them.
Yeah, very slowly played out as well. After they saw what Senator was doing around the smoke, they, I think, had a bit of an inkling that something else was coming. That's why they simply slowed things down, waiting for S Gaming to make some sort of reactionary play, a desperation play at that, and just able to hit the shots and use the weapons to their advantage. Good stuff from Endpoint. We haven't really seen any real executes from either team yet, though. It has been this sort of slow approach. We'll see maybe one nade lined up. Granted, you don't need too many on Vertigo, just given how close a lot of these angles are.
The closest thing to an execute was Thomas's rush through onto A. Yeah, just with the smokes line up from T-Spawn. That was basically it.
They're going for the double boost, so
there are 10 men within about 30 meters of each other right now. They have no clue that S Gaming's just stacked up fully here. This double boost could be absolutely golden. Well, not if you allow your head to be ripped clean off by Thomas. Kisse is going to be able to take out Crucial before anything really gets started here. The spray from Thomas not going to be able to convert into a kill. Duray takes him out. But again, not able to recover the weapons. They're dropped in really unfortunate spots. Robin with 2 kills there. Make that a 3rd for him now as well, as the Swede continues to frag out in this game. Picking up a 4th for himself there as well. Closing out a relatively easy round for Endpoint.
I have to say, in terms of the Endpoint lineup, right, you have all these different levels of, you know, good and chaos, right? You have you have Mighty Max and Surreal. They're on the good end of the spectrum, you know, play very concise. You've got Crucial in the middle, you know, he throws a wild card every so often. Then you've got Thomas and Robin. Robin just seems to thrive in the most chaotic environments. Thomas, you know, a couple smokes here and there, and he'll throw a huge spanner in the works. It's
wild cards.
Basically,
that's what you need.
They're every part of the spectrum in terms of chaotic good and evil. But
Thomas, the heart and soul of UKCS in a nutshell, basically.
My point being that when everything is gone astray, Robin seems to somehow weasel his way 3 or 4 frags. Well, working with the smoke over at A, Thomas able to get one and is traded right back. S Gaming actually falling in a couple of opening duels. Does leave the A and B bomb site one man down.
Do I spot his head? Yeah, he does. Just as Surreal boosts back up. It's going to stop the aggressive push on the stairs of B. A site looking more and more likely once again for Endpoint. They seem to like this bomb site. I can see why. They execute well on it. Lead is running away from S Gaming right now. They are 3 rounds down. Almost the 4th. If this execute can come off large.
You name it. Idea. The Molotov immediately counters it, but the boost above the smoke, crucial. Or
not enough.
Crucial, sorry. Seem to be ready for it. Just get taken down nonetheless. Mighty Max has to do a lot of the heavy lifting here. Robin's tagged to low HP, and so these shots have to be hit. DeRay on the flank causes a huge level of issues. Robin able to react in time. DeRay dealt with, but the bomb tapped. When does Robin move? When does he push on forward? Because Fame is prepared. And S Gaming, they get another round on this CT side. After the first 2, it's been a little bit more difficult, but they get to double digits nonetheless.
Yeah, 10th round for S Gaming. This could be the fuel that is required to start the train up. That is S Gaming building momentum, moving forwards. Maybe shutting out Endpoint here. You're only going to get 12 rounds. That's it. But it all does kind of come down to this round. Economy's not looking great on either side right now. But it is a full buy nevertheless. Well, I suppose with the exception of Mighty Max, he's down on the Galil, but everyone else, prime real estate when it comes down to weaponry.
And again, a slow default from Endpoint. They're really just hoping that S Gaming try and throw something a little bit different their way, and around the edge of the smoke, Kiss is holding the angle and just hoping that someone lines into his crosshair, but Thomas comes around pre-firing it. Meanwhile, Crucial's found a kill over it. The B side of the map, DeRay trying his best to answer right back, and Crucial's found another.
DeRay just got thrown off the map by that AWP shot. That's why you don't go near railings, kids. You can fall. 64 HP and 54 HP for Senator and Fame, respectively. But with their eco, they will be saving. But Robin doesn't want to let him do it. He's on the hunt. And this is the kind of chaotic nature of Robin that you mentioned. Most players would just be like, look, I've only got 100 in the bank. There's not tons for me to gain here. But he's like, no, I want more frags. give me 2 more frags. Let me take these weapons out of the hands of the enemy. It's going to be a 13th round for Endpoint no matter what, but Robin's still on the hunt for these 2.
They've made a step.
He does have time.
Fame dropping off the box, he's made a step. They know where they're positioned for the save, and so Endpoint are swarming for it.
Big boot. Oh, but it's... Wow, actually, Senator and Fame that come out on top. And that could be crippling for Endpoint here. Actually, I'll take it back. It looks like there is a little bit of money available. Crucial's on 5k, Mighty Max has still got 3.9, so they are going to be able to provide a full buy in this round. Definitely not as clean as they would have liked, though. Would have been a little bit more of a stable economy for them moving forwards in these next few. But they do pick up a 13th round. They stop the momentum that S-Game were hoping to build. As we now see, a little more aggression towards the B site. 4 players stacked, ready and waiting to go there, with only Thomas holding on A. Surreal opens up with our first frag. Takes out DeRay as he gets a little bit too overzealous. Pushing down the steps on B site. Kisei holding on top of the box, waiting for someone to peek into his crosshair. Surreal once again. Same position, but doesn't connect onto Kisei. He's down to 95, but overall, he is safe. But look at this, the amount of utility deployed on the B site. They've rotated 1 more player, but now we see the explosion that is Endpoint onto the A site with 5 players against the 4 of S Gaming. A lot of util being deployed. Nobody quite far up. Kisei looking for that opening pick. Not able to find anything as of yet. He sees the muzzle flashes from Robin's AK as he picks up that frag onto Fame. But nothing else has come of it. Smoke begins displacing Robin's head. Oh! Not able to be ripped off. Kisei is going to be able to be the one who, well, dies at the hands of the AK. Not much you can really say about that one. RU Fire and Senator now looking for this retake, but it's not looking likely in this 4 versus 2.
Yep, Surreal and Thomas deal with the last 2 players. I'll be honest, I don't know how Robin gets away with stuff like that.
He shouldn't. He physically shouldn't. That's what it is.
The AWP is holding for that angle. He sees the head, and then he's just gone. Yeah, there's nothing more that can be said. Endpoint doing a good job of dealing with these chaotic situations, and although S Gaming were there rotated fast, they didn't seem overly panicked at the time. Just taking individual gunfights, still deploying utility as well, not forcing too many engagements. And S Gaming have really struggled to find a foothold on the CT side. Trapped at round number 10. They've got Deagles and a USP to try and make this work. You can see how prepared Endpoint are for this A stack once again. The boost play that they were prepared for last time around is starting to Molotovs and nades just to make sure it's not going to happen to them again.
It's like, you're not doing that. No. Lightning can't strike twice in the same place. Kasei hasn't been spotted out right now. Holding behind the rebar as he spots out one in the form of Robin. But hey, there's your ground, buddy. Don't mind me. Send us a postcard from your next trip. RU Fire and Durai now. Last 2 guys remaining. Durai, knows that Robin plays the angle, but isn't able to find the frag. RU Fire. A deagle in hand. Against 4. 1 man and a dream. Is he going to be able to dig down any of these players? Mighty Max jump peeking by sandbags, as we are so used to him doing. But RU Fire runs for the hills. Hasn't taken a single point of damage in this round so far. Wants the easy upgrade for the armor in the next. So just saves the deagle.
Yeah. The armor will go a long way once he gets a rifle in his hands the following round. But it's going to have to be do or die. A 15th secured for Endpoint. Both halves seem to start well for S Gaming. They won the pistols. They, won the follow-up rounds. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But it's when Endpoint have the utility and have these rifles, they play so much slower, and they just seem to know what's going to happen. Even just seeing small instances where Surreal has thrown the same smoke at B over and over and over, and we saw DeRay give up an opening frag in one of these rounds, and having Thomas come around pre-firing, they are prepared for these angles that S Gaming may think they have the upper hand in. But if the opponent knows exactly where you're likely to be, it can be just as difficult.
What can you do in that instance? Like, the opponent knows where you play every single round. They know how you set up. They physically have lineups baited out for those angles.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. You've got to play different angles, maybe some that you're not as confident on.
And you need to have the protocols that we saw from Endpoint. Like, just having these flash counters when you do get Molotov out of position, or a smoke is obscuring your vision.
A lot of util being deployed right now. Surreal, a little bit of damage as he gets aggressive on B, but it's looking like the same thing, but just in another round to rotate onto A, but maybe not, as Robin's able to pick up that trade. Are you fire inside of mid? Thinks about the AWP, is going to recover it, but does just move it back. Doesn't want to give it up to the enemy right now. Still looking for a little bit more, but the timing. Unfortunate for him, spotted out by D-Ray as he held in mid-connector. 2 players stacked. Senator and Kasei, the 2 AWPers, waiting for Surreal to peek him, but Surreal was ready for him. Knew exactly where the lineup was. Kasei, the one standout AWPer, not able to do much as the crossfire takes him down. The pop flash for Surreal, the tap from Thomas. DeRay looking to pick up the pieces. But nobody home so far. Hasn't spotted out anyone as of yet. Gun barrel of Surreal, yet to be spotted. Thomas spotted out, but no frag to be gained. Fame, shut out. 16-10, the end of your first map. Vertigo goes to the way of the map picker.